Hi, folks. I want to wish you a happy new year. And sorry about that. I got to shut my phone off. I just wanted to come on and I wanted to talk to you about some change that we know is coming. And I wanted to know how you feel about it. You know, some people are excited, some people are questionable about it. And I wanted to know how you feel. I really did. And what are you going to do about it? How are you going to handle it? And for example, we have a new year. Do you have your resolutions in order? Or is that not a priority of yours? For me, I'm going to focus on other changes. In any case, it's not only the resolutions that we have coming in that, of things that we want to see change in ourselves, some people are going to quit drinking, some people are going to quit smoking, some people are going to, make other changes in their life, and good luck with that. And then changes that are coming is obviously we have a new administration coming. And with that new administration, there's going to be lots of changes for the positive, in my opinion. Quite frankly, it can't get much worse economically and humanitarian wise. And just, I think we're like scraping the bottom of the barrel here, between people losing their jobs, people maxing out their credit cards just to try to survive. I don't know about you, but I went to the store today and I was looking at not name brand eggs, generic brand eggs, and they wanted $5 for a dozen. Yeah. Okay, we all know what that's about. That's, got to do with this going around. I'm not even going to play into that one. I didn't play into the last one. I'm not playing into this one. In any case, I refuse to buy them. I'm not paying $5 for a dozen eggs. That's insanity. I'll go about 5 miles down the road to the Mennonites and I'll go buy some eggs. I'm really sure they're not going to charge me $5. Anyway, other changes that's going to be going on. There's hopefully we're going to see some positivity economically. We're going to see positivity in precious metals. We're going to see, these are my hopes. These are my hopes. Good things happening in our investments and, but there's other changes that we have to think about. Let's say, for example, that you're not making it, you want to know what else to do about it. And that's when you start thinking about side hustles and stuff like that. What can I do? Well, think about it. Self-examine. What are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? Maybe you like to work with wood. Are you a good woodworker? I know a lot of good woodworkers. Or maybe you're into sewing. Get creative. There's lots of things you can sew and sell. There's all kinds of, you know, we're all born with a talent. We've known. What was your dreams when you were a child? You know how when you asked a little kid, what do you want to be when you grow up? And right away, oh, I want to be a fireman. I want to be a policeman. Oh, I want to be a nurse. Oh, I want to be a teacher. Do you know what I used to do when I was little? I was fascinated with wedding dresses and the beauty of them. So I would draw and design wedding dresses. As a child, I'd sketch and I'd draw. A lot of times I used to do it during class and I'd get in trouble with, but that's what I used to do. Now, did I want to be a wedding dress designer when I grew up? No, life went in a way different direction for me, especially when I started having kids. And, the things we say when we're a child, oh, I want to be a fireman. Oh, I want to be a policeman. Oh, I want to be a nurse. We kind of forget about that when it's time to go to college or time to set up our future. And we have to look at the practical things. We have to look at reality and what's presented to us, what's expected of us. Well, what are we really doing? We're going in somebody else's direction. We're being led into somebody else's dreams and hopes. Let's say, for example, you go to college for 4 years to become an electrician. Is that really what you wanted to become, or is that what was expected of you? Because maybe Uncle Charlie owns an electrical company of some kind, and it's always been fed to you, hey, when you grow up, you work for me, and maybe inherit my business or manage my business. And then you got your parents. Oh yeah, study electrical for Uncle Charlie and your future will be all set up. These are the ways that we're led to choose our path. But we have to ask ourselves, it's a nice path, good money in electrical, but is it our path? It's a good gig. I mean, it pays well. But what do you do for a hobby? What do you enjoy doing for a hobby? Do you know what my hobby was when my kids were old enough, out of the toddler stage and well into high school? I went into interior design and I was dabbling in that. For a short period of time, I opened up my own doing interior design. It didn't last long. I mean, I didn't have the money for advertising, and clientele I was pounding on doors for businesses and stuff. And I had a couple of really nice paying jobs. And then I thought, you know, I didn't have savings to fall back on. I was, by then I was a single parent and I had to get smart. I had to go back into the corporate world. And so what I did after that, I ended up getting a home of my own. And it was like every month I was rearranging this, I was rearranging that. I would buy furniture in yard sales and I, fix them up and I put it in, rearrange the furniture and eliminate something and put this new item in and oh my God, I cannot tell you how many times I painted. It was like every season, my living room, my kitchen were different colors. I loved painting walls. I loved change. I still to this day love change. It it just when I go to vacuum now, because at my age we don't paint no more. I don't paint walls, you know, anymore. But what I do is when I go to clean my house and I pull the furniture out, I always pull the furniture out to vacuum, you know, clean the floor under the furniture, and it never goes back the same way. I'm moving this around, I'm moving that around. And I even went so far as because a lot of that furniture is heavy, and for me being 70, it's getting to be a bit much. So I even went and bought there's discs that they sell that if you put it under the legs of the furniture, it glides real nice, regardless if it's tile or carpet. It glides really nice and it makes it a whole lot easier. So I'm still able to rearrange my furniture. And when I go to clean and pull my furniture out, to clean along the walls, it never goes back the same. Never. I might not be painting walls, but I've got to have that fresh look. It's just in me. I I went from a little girl designing wedding dresses to designing homes to not being able to sustain a business of my own doing that. So I did my own home. And, now that life has changed and I moved and I'm not in my own home anymore, I rearranged furniture. I will get that new look one way or another. It's just the way I am. It's that niche inside of me. What's your niche? I know you got one. Everybody's born with a God given gift. What is yours? Do you like to give advice? Have you ever thought about it? Are you a good listener? Is that a niche for you? That's why I'm on here. That's why I talk to you. That's why I present issues and try to be a motivational coach. And I do grief counseling. And because I can listen. I listen real well, and she, between aunts, uncles, parents, niece, I had a couple of nieces and cousins, and I've had so much death in my life, including my own son. And as I've told you before, all the grief therapy that I've been through on 2 different occasions, and then working with mental health in a facility with all kinds of mental health issues, to where they couldn't live on their own. And I took such an interest in that, I studied psychology. I wanted to know what I was dealing with these people. And so I took psychology, and God, it was so fascinating. And I thought, I just found my other niche. You know, I just found it. And then with the grief counseling, and I ended up running a few grief groups. And I thought, I'm, life has dealt me so much in the grief field that there isn't much that hasn't been taken from me as far as dealing with grief. I'm no authoritarian on it whatsoever. But when you go through those life experiences, you learn the hard way. And to me, because I'm kind of hard-headed, the best way I learn is the hard way. I've been that way all my life. I went through school, and my teachers would get so frustrated with me, because I learned all my lessons the hard way. I'd fall hard, I'd pick myself back up, and it would teach me to stand stronger. And I had some lessons very well learned that way. And I use it for this. I use it in my life so that, God knows, if I fall now from a mistake, I'll break a hip. So, yeah, we don't want to fall no more. But everybody has got a God-given gift. Find your gift. And when you find it, and I'm sure you already know what it is, whether it be sewing, whether it be woodworking, whether it be drawing or painting or whatever it is, practice. And if you're good enough at it, use it as a side hustle. Put it up for sale and see how it works. Yeah, I don't know about your areas, but most areas, their county has a for sale on the Facebook groups. Put it on there for sale, or in Marketplace, put it up there for sale, and see if there's bites, see if anybody bites. But these are the changes that you can make in your life. I'm not telling you to quit your job. What I'm telling you is side hustles to make extra money. And if you do it enough and do it enough, and you build up that to where it's kind of taken more time for your side hustle than it is your regular gig. You might want to think about, is it time for that change? And maybe you're doing well enough with it to where, yeah, you might want to think about making a career change and doing your side hustle and making it full time. If you build up the clientele, and if your craft, gift, your side hustle is bringing in equivalent or more than your regular day job, do it. The change I'm talking about in the title is the change in you. We all need to find our inner happiness. Nobody likes to work in a factory, unloading trucks, tossing 2,000, boxes onto a skid. Nobody likes that. Is it good money? Yeah. Is the benefits good? Yeah. Is the back good? No, no, no. Got to wear a pain patch, Think about it. Find your gift. And in time, and it's going to take time, find your gift and slowly build it. Build into it. Your hobby might end up being your earning, your way of life. It might end up being your full-time job. You could be opening up your own little shop. You don't know how it's going to go, but isn't it worth a try? We all got to change. We don't like change. Nobody likes change, especially when you get older. We don't like change. But how are we going to progress if we don't accept change? Do we want to stay stagnant? No. Nobody wants to stay stagnant. An inch at a time. That's all it takes. An inch at a time. A baby step. And before you know it, your baby steps are turning into better steps, quicker steps, faster pace steps. And before you know it, you've changed without even realizing it. But here's the key. Don't ever look back. Keep your focus on moving forward, not backward. You will have no regrets if you push forward. You turn around and look back, and you might have to take a double look, and you might think, then the evil thoughts start working in. Oh my gosh, what did I do? Did I do the right thing? And then you start getting shaky and you start losing confidence in the change that you've already made and you're already progressing. You don't want to do that. Keep pushing forward and don't look back. But start small. Start with a hobby that you always dreamed about, that you dabbled in, you get better and better and better over time. Nobody's pushing. It's a side hustle, no expectations. Keep practicing, keep working until you enjoy your fruits of your labor. If you enjoy it, I guarantee you somebody else is going to enjoy it too. Try it. Aren't we all ready for a change? I know I am. I don't want another 4 years like we just went through. I want change. I want progress. I want economy to be stable and doable. This is what I want. This is what I will get. This is where I'm going. I think we all want that, don't we? We all want to progress. We all want to do better because if we do better, we feel better. It lifts us up. We need that boost up. We don't want to be held down. We can't let our thoughts go that way. We're good. You're good. Show it. Be it. Do it. And with that, I hope this got you motivated. I know in the morning when I wake up and it's 2025, I'm not going to crawl out of bed. I'm going to jump out of bed. And I'm going to start my day with gratitude for God to allow me to wake up into this brand new year with brand new goals, brand new thoughts, and brand new ambitions. And I want you to do the same. Happy New Year to you. I hope you got something out of this. Put your thinking cap on. Come tell me about it. What's your dream? What are you going to achieve? God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. See you in the new year. Take care.